Hello everyone, so my name's Jess, and for the discussion board this week I have decided to speak about a couple of questions, which I'm going to speak about number 1, number 3, and number 7 today. So to get started, the very first question that I've decided to speak about is describe an interaction with someone different from you in terms of race, religion, sexuality, etc. that you felt was awkward or uncomfortable or just off. What do you think made it feel that way and why? So an interaction that I've had from someone that's different than me that I felt awkward and uncomfortable was actually quite recently with a coworker. So this coworker at work just recently came out that they were transgender and that they were actively transitioning. So it was a change for everyone, and there were a couple of days that I still referred to them by their wrong name and pronoun, and I felt really bad about it because I never want to make anyone feel like I don't accept them or that I don't want them to like change or anything like that. I just want everyone to know that like, hey, I care for you. I don't care who you are, what your pronouns are, or anything like that. So it was just one of those things that as soon as I said it, I knew like I said it wrong, and like it's hard to take that back because you already said it wrong. So although I've now gotten used to it, and the coworker let me know that it was okay to mess up considering, you know, it was so new and it was new to them too. And they let me know that the important thing was that I was trying to remember to use the correct name and pronouns, and like that showed that I cared to them rather than other people at work that were being very rude about it, you know? So that made me feel a little bit better about that. The next question I have decided to speak on is question number 3, which is, what is a work or school compliment that you have received that changed your life, or at least made like a positive or memorable option in your life? So tell us about it, who said it, and why you now may be different because of it. So a compliment I've received that has really stood out to me would have to be one I heard my very first year of high school, which is quite a while now, just like thinking back on it. But the compliment I received was from my English teacher, and this person, I thought they were really cool in general, so getting a compliment from them meant a lot already. It's just like someone that you look up to, so hearing a compliment from them makes you feel way better about yourself already. And it was about my writing actually, and it was along the lines of having to do with how my writing was way above my grade level, and basically just how they were impressed with how passionate I was and just the overall skill that I had for writing. And hearing that, I've never even thought about that before. I've never thought that, oh, like I had a skill for writing or anything like that. So it really just changed my perspective, and it's like, wow, yeah, I am pretty good at writing sometimes. So when someone you look up to compliments you in general, it just means a lot and it really sticks with you, especially when the compliment is something that you've never even realized about yourself. And it kind of made me go on and kind of figure out that I want to do something in English or something that has to do with writing. So yeah. So the last and final question I've decided to speak about is question number 7, which is, without using names, describe the characteristics of the worst boss or teacher you ever had. So this is actually something that happened quite recently, and it's someone that I'm actually still currently working with. And although they've changed from someone that was the worst to someone that I can relate to and understand and really get along with now, so we made a lot of progress. So at my current job, one of my bosses quit very suddenly, so he was replaced within a couple weeks, and everyone was already a little nervous getting a new boss just because you never know what kind of changes they're going to want to make or what they are really going to want to do with the business. So my new boss came in and he was super hot-headed and just ready to change a lot of things. He kind of jumped right in before getting to know anyone and just was kind of bossing us around. Like, obviously that's his job, but he was bossing us around and kind of being really nitpicky and just changing little things that made our day a little bit better that none of us were really happy with. So mostly everyone was not on board with this, and it took a couple months for everyone to get into a groove with him and really start to understand the new boss. So after having some conversations and just getting to know him a little bit better, I feel like all of the issues resolved themselves, and I can kind of relate to him on a level now, and we know how we both work together and how he kind of found his place, you know? And that's just, I feel like, how it works out. You're not always gonna like everyone that you work with, but sometimes it's okay because eventually you will get to like them. So thank you.